Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of Grand Arena Championships, the 3v3. This is round one of week 2, so we're going to start off with a win. I'll spoil that for you now because you can look at the board. My opponent got stuck, he got stuck, couldn't get through that bottom zone, so he won't clear that and he won't get to see what's behind there. So I don't have to clear very much to get the win, but I still do want to full clear his whole board, so that's what we're going to try and do. Take a look at his defenses up top. He's got JKL squad there, some Shock T clones, Ray with the bros. Not too bad. We'll look at the bottom, though. You can see that he's got a couple GLs out front. His Ray with Holdo, he's got C there, so we're going to start off taking out those. For his C team, I'm just going to use my own C. And I'm going to go in with solo C. And the reason this works is because he won't be able to link me, and I can link him. So I'm going to be able to get to my ultimate and then start chewing away and doing damage to his health and protection and hit that, sky lightning ultimate move that he does. And he won't have access to that. He will be able to gain back his protection. So I think I could have played it a little bit different. I know if you link C long enough, he's going to take turns and his protection will reduce to 0. So maybe I should have done that. I linked the side characters because I wanted to be sure to take them out, when he gets that ultimate move, and that way he gets rid of them so it's 1v1 really quickly. And so maybe I should have just left the link on C instead. But you can see I linked the two side ones here, Scion and Marauder. And I go into Ultimate. And so now I'm just waiting until I get my next turn and I can get rid of those two. I think maybe I should have left it on C because then he would have lost his protection. And probably just the AoE damage that it does would have killed them anyway. But I don't know for sure, but it shouldn't matter because I just throw it on auto when it hits this point. And I'm going to keep doing my, my lightning move. And then when that special comes available, he's going to go ahead and do that too. And the other C is going to keep doing its thing. He can gain back some protection, but honestly, not a lot. Not enough to keep pace with all the damage I'm doing. So there we go with the ultimate move. 55 banners there. One down. Here's the other one. So it's Ray, and this is the first time I'm trying this. Is something different. It's a Ray mirror, and I got this from Zareth's videos. I forget which one it is, but if y'all don't know, he's got a spreadsheet that he keeps track of every counter he uses in every video and which video it's in. So it's pretty handy to go there to his Discord and look up that sheet if you're trying to look for a specific match. Because I knew it was in one of his videos, and I just went there and found the link and watched the video. And it helped me out a lot because I've never run this team before. I don't really like using Ray on offense. I always seem to throw her on defense. But you know what? That's pretty typical. I think my opponents would look at my history and see that this guy always sets Ray on defense. And so they expect it. And anytime you can do things unexpected and keep your opponent guessing, I think that's probably a good way to go. So that's what I wanted to do here is just use my Ray on offense, get some good banners, hopefully, even though I really kind of don't know exactly what I'm doing just because it's kind of new to me. But I guess the nutshell is keep doing the Lifeblood on Bastila and keep using her ability blocks on Ray so that she doesn't get off whirlwinds onto your characters if you can help it. And as long as you wait till she goes into ultimate and then you go into your own, when you come out, it should be fine. You should never have to tank out one of the enemy Ray's ultimates. And this Ray I'm going against, if I recall, was super fast, like a 584 or something ridiculous. He had a lot of speed on her, so I didn't have to worry about being slower. I knew she was going to go first and get into that ultimate first. So she did. I was able to get rid of a character there with a whirlwind just whenever I can get around to it. Not sure which moves you you should use here and there. I've got Master's Training on Bastila. I've already got it on Rey. I just want to make sure everybody's healthy and going to be able to survive. I don't want anybody to die. So right here, I've got Hermit Yoda. I went for his big heal just to make sure that everybody's healed up. And I was able to get an ultimate before his Rey hit, so it worked out there. And now I'm just thinking, what should I do? Right there, I chose to just basic Rey. And then here I go for Master's Training. Again, I can do that to put ability block, or I can heal. And so I'm constantly deciding which is the right way to go. And honestly, I don't know. I had to tank out a whirlwind there, but I have enough lifeblood protection or whatever that Rey provides that was stacked up to where nobody died. Now I've got a whirlwind, so I'll take out his holdo. And look, I've got Rey in the red right there. So I'm just trying to keep it up, trying to ability block her to where she can't do anything. And just keep going after her. She's in the yellow. Keep throwing on my lifeblood. And it's just a matter of getting to one more ultimate. And then I feel like I can do some pretty heavy damage once I get out of another ultimate. I'm just waiting on her to go into hers. And then it should be all good. So I'll stack another lifeblood on there. Keep waiting. Keep trying to get ability block. I don't know why. But that's what Zareth says to do. So that's what I do. Right here, I was thinking about, should I stack another lifeblood, but I didn't want to tank an ultimate and be lower on health, just on the off chance that she could KO me. So I just went and did a basic there. Turned out I was still able to tank it pretty well, didn't really matter. Now I've got my ultimate up. I'm going to buff up Rey with Bastila's buff so she hits even harder. And hopefully that will take her out right here. There we go. It was enough damage. And everybody had full health and protection, so 54 banners. Not bad at all. Next, we're going to go after this Newt team. It's the last team he's got guarding that front wall, so if I can drop this pretty carefully and with decent banners, then I should be in good shape to go see what he's got in the back, and then make my decision from there. Because I was thinking, okay, if this guy got stuck that hard on my squads in my bottom wall, what could he have in the back? Like, did he load it with the rest of his GLs? If so, I might be in trouble. So at that point, I may have to decide, do I skip the bottom back and go up top, and that way I could clear top and also ships, and that way I've cleared 3 zones compared to him being able to only clear half the board and get the win that way. I mean, it sucks to not get a full clear, but that's what's going through my mind is am I going to have to only settle for 3 zones here? And am I going to get stuck? He must have loaded this back up if he got stuck on my squads there. So, not really sure. I just wanted something cheap-ish to get through this squad. And I don't know that this was the best play, because Jango in 3v3 is a monster. And you put him under Newt, he's got that damage immunity for 2 turns, so he's going to get a rocket off on somebody. And look at that. I mean, my EP is gone, so I've got Vader and Thrawn left. And then there goes Jango. He just did a double tap and put my Vader into the yellow. I mean, right there, if I would have lost Vader, that's the end of this team. I would have been screwed right there. So that sucks. And then I got to kill Jango again because he got his bounty hunter's resolve back. So that's a whole nother time I got to worry about dealing with him. Thankfully, I've got Merciless up, so I can go ahead and throw that on. Use that to kill Magna. That way he's at least gone. Is Jango in case I mess up and it becomes a lone Jango situation. At least it'll be an easy cleanup. But I do want to try and kill him here and not have to mess with him. I was able to get a stun there, so that helped out. But it's ugly 49 banners. But at least that kills that zone. Opens up the back. I can see what he's got back there. Open it up and look. No more GLs to worry about. So nothing too fancy really. Just some generic squads. So that's not bad at all really. let's go ahead and go up top. We'll clear those out and see what kind of ships he's got. And I want to get the edge on banners, and then I'll worry about coming back here and clearing this back zone. So let's see what he's got up here. Start going through these guys, and then we can unlock the fleets. Nothing too terrible except for that JKL team. And then I remembered something. I saved my Jedi Master Luke for offense. Like normally I had put him on defense. This time I had him for offense. So, okay, that'll work. He's got JKL with Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda. Well, I've got JML with Grandmaster Yoda and Jolie. So that should do fine. JKL lead isn't going to do shit to Jedi Master Luke, so he can do whatever he wants. Ain't going to matter. Got rid of Yoda. Now I'm going after JKL. He did get the stun off, but it's like, who cares? I can keep going after him and get him down. Shouldn't be anything too hard. I've got buffs from Yoda. Got buff immunity on him. I almost had him, and then he got healed up. So that kind of sucked, but Eflux is there. That'll keep him from doing any more shenanigans. I just did the splash with Yoda just for a little bit more damage. And that's that. It's 54 banners too, so I'll take it. That was pretty easy. Here's another easy one that I've been having some fun with. So before I was used to say that Imp Troopers suck in 3v3. There's not a lot you can do with them. Well, I found a good use for them, and it's taking out this team with the bros. Everybody seems to have Finn with the bros or JTR with the bros. As long as you outspeed them, you see how quick that went. Imp Troopers will put in the work. So done with that. Now we got Shock T with some clones to deal with, and I've got CLS for that. So we'll easily take out this team here. Go straight after Shock T, get her out of the way. Now we can take out these clones one by one. So we're going after, looks like Echo here. He's gone. Now we'll take out Arc. Done. And that's another 54. Easy peasy, right? Now we're going to take out his Nightsisters. So I've got Traya here. I used to use Traya a lot to take out Nightsisters. And then once they started going with like a Saj, she would go real fast and end up keeping everybody just from moving and stunned and everything, to where it's like, man, I can't ever do anything. I know Trey will get rid of it, but it seemed like Nightsisters used to be just on fire, killing my whole team. Well, not anymore. I'm able to go up against his Nightsisters, no problem. So I've got Zombie isolated, and then you just don't kill anybody. As long as you don't kill anybody, Zombie's never going to give him a free save and never going to taunt. So I just got to keep biding my time, tanking out the damage, and then waiting for Annihilate to come around. Once Annihilate comes around, then it's easy. So I've got Hell by Hatred, so Scion's not going to go anywhere. I guess the real key is just spread the damage around. So I got Asajj here, take her out. She's not going to do anything. Daka can't bring her back. So it doesn't really matter what happens to Daka. Keep Zombie isolated and just keep doing little bits of damage here and there till I get another Annihilate. And as soon as I can annihilate Daka, it's game over. So that's what I'm trying to do. Can't really get back any protection banners. So as long as everybody is healthy, that's, the best that I can do. And that's going to be fine here in this matchup anyway, since, like I said in the beginning, my opponent's stuck. I don't think he's going to clear any of that bottom, so I don't really have to be too efficient. It's just practice. So just keep cycling through here until I get around to another Annihilate, and then I'll be able to take out Daka. But I don't want to kill Zombie, and I don't want to kill Daka. So I got him, trying to spread the damage around. I was able to annihilate Daka right there. Now I just have Zombie to deal with. Thankfully, she goes after Scion, who is pretty healthy anyway. Almost got him done. And there, Zombie died to like a dot or something. So that was it. That was the best I could do there. Open up the back zone, and that unlocks his fleets. And see what he's put down there. He's got Malevolence. And then he's got Rebels, but it's a different starting Rebels than I'm used to. No Bist in there and no Rebel Y-Wing or anything. So that's a little odd, but I should be able to take that out just fine. Let's go ahead and clear off the rest of these ground squads, and then we'll deal with the ships. We'll go after his Mon Mothma team first. I've got Bosk, Greef, and Mando for that. Bosk lead makes him pretty tanky, so should be fine. He's got Mon Mothma and a couple tanks there, Cara Dune and Old Ben, so that should be fine. There's no real threat, damage-wise. They can take some damage from me, but I'm going to end up using Disintegrate anyway to make sure they don't come back. So that's what the plan is. Going after Cara, seeing if I can't take her out with just regular damage. Because if I can, that'd be kind of cool, just to get rid of her that way. And then that way I could use Disintegrate on Old Ben and, not have the fight drag out super long. Trying to go after that contract too, get my contract off so I can get that Disintegrate unlocked. So that's all I'm trying to do is just keep doing my moves, getting over to whoever I can. And if it's Cara, so be it. There we go. I popped the contract. Now I've got Greef up. Look, I got her all the way down the red. And I was thinking, what should I do? So I went after Old Ben. I got a stun on him. I've got Disintegrate up. And I'm like, do I want to waste a Disintegrate on Cara? No, so I Disintegrate Old Ben. Then Cara gets to go. And she heals back up into the yellow with some protection. She goes, she heals back up again. Mando's turn. I'm like, oh, right here I could get it. And then right there, ain't that a bitch? There's like a 2% chance to dodge, and she dodged the killing blow. So that sucked. Wasn't able to kill her there. So then it just kind of drags it on, a little bit. She's able to heal back up. I still don't have to worry because I've only got her and then that minion that Mon Mothma summons. I don't think really does anything. I mean, doesn't do substantial damage in any case. So I keep going after Cara as I can. I'm just trying to get back around to that Disintegrate, and then that'll finish her off and take care of business. So that's what we're trying to do. They're going after Mando, but they can't really dent him or do anything, really. I've got one more turn to Disintegrate, so we'll just keep trucking away. Taunt. Same old, same old. There's nothing really strategy-wise to this. I'll just keep going after her. There's Disintegrate. Done. And still 54 banners. All that extra, messing around. And still got 54 banners. Here's something dumb I did, though, just for fun. I was like, oh, let me drop in Nest. I bet she can solo this team. And I get my ass kicked. Look at that. All the way down the red. Nest never even got to move, do anything. They just keep going after her. I get one turn. Like, what should I do? So I did the AoE. Dead. I got to go once. Press one button. So that was stupid. Let's go on to the next team while I figure out, what I'm going to use to clean that up. Or really to clear out that fresh team, but it's now Terminator loaded because I was dumb. So I wanted to mess around, though. I wouldn't have done it had I, not had the wiggle room to beat this guy, because I'm pretty sure that he's stuck. So I could spare 20 banners on testing something out. But I don't think Nest Solo is what it used to be. So, oh well. Any case, here's me using Padme to take out this Sith squad. Nothing fancy there. 53 banners. It was just a generic B squad. Doesn't matter. I've got Jedi left over. I've still got Jedi Knight Revan. I've got Cam. And I put Ayla in there. Ayla is actually really good in 3v3. If you guys have her, I recommend using her where you can, because she's got those stuns on her basic. And so anytime you can stun somebody and take them out of the equation, then it's like you're 3 against 2. So that's huge to sideline a third of their team and not have them be able to do anything. And then Cam hits like a truck. I've got Jedi Knight Revan and Cam both at Relic 8. So they're pretty stout and ready to go. Here's what I decided to do for cleanup, because I thought, oh, this would be kind of fun. So I've got Akbar, I recently relicked him up, took him to relic 5, so now he's not no G11 squishy anymore. And I've got C3PO and then Chupio. So you throw them in this team, and guess what? You get some assists, you get exposes, all that good stuff. They should do enough damage to get the job done. So that's what I'm doing here. Took out one. Now I'm working on the next one. Doesn't really matter how many banners I get. I just got to kill the team. So that's what I'm doing. Just doing as much damage as I can. I don't know what Akbar's moves really do, because I don't really use him for anything. So I'll just go ahead and use whatever. And then that makes Chupio assist, and he's the real damage dealer. So that's what he's doing. Look at that. He's doing all the work. And there we go. Cleaned up nicely. 32 banners there. Look at that. Got my little promotion into Chromium there. So all good things. No real complaints. That's the end of the ground squads. And now I just have fleet left to deal with. So let me show you guys how those battles went. So I've got to take out Malevolence and some weird rebels. I used Negotiator for 66 banners against his Malevolence. And then my Malevolence for only 58 banners against his rebels. Mainly because I don't know what I'm doing. I was killing some stuff. Wasn't sure who to go after, who's the threat. It was a whole mess. But I got it done in one shot, so I full cleared his board, and he got stuck on mine, so that's the way it ended up. 26-43, I think that's a pretty good score. And we'll move on to round 2 and see how that goes. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.